Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now here we are. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. EA Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Ducks will kick this deep to begin the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. First down here for this offense. And now the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The Hurricanes will line up to kick it away.
Number 18 in front formation to kick it away.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Play action here on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. Trying to create here on the move. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. The Ducks pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Will he score here? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner looking to create better field position. And the coverage team able to bring him down. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
On the play. Brings up second down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Makes a quick catch.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Throws a bullet to the right. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Canes will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Hey, a 1st down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good.
Miami, 0.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. It's caught downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
Makes a quick grab.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oregon 14, Miami 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. This one will be fair caught. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
And every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out in the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Looking to throw. It's Wagner. The pocket breaking down. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. And the Ducks looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Can you believe it? The PAT is no good. Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Finds room at the 30. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loss of 3. Brings up 3rd down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to scramble now. Trying to use his legs to make the 1st down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a 4th down call.
Offense facing 4th down.
Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Defense is coming after him. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Wagner. Looking for the wideout. And it's complete downfield. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a
intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down. And the Canes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Sticking with the running game. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a 1st down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown for the U. Made the defense look slow that time.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
14.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the 1st half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Throws the ball to the left after plenty of time in the pocket. Excellent protection. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Ducks are in the red zone. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. It's a fumble. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for a gap. It's Johnson. Heading for the goal line, and now the ball's knocked loose.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe? And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands with a good combination of good coverage, with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Get some space around the 30. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down, looking to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted, but out of bounds. So close to a turnover, it's just incomplete. And it's incomplete in the very back of the end zone. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. One more play before they head to the locker room. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Canes will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Wagner. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Finds an open target on the left side. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Ducks. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. To the air, it's Wagner. And he makes the grab, a successful 2-point try, and they bump the lead up even more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Oregon 28, Miami 14.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
The fumble recovery gives the offense a great opportunity. It's 1st and goal now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense able to deny the touchdown. He's brought down at the 1. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Number 21.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21.
That makes the score Oregon.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
I love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
4 receivers split wide on 2nd and inches. And now the running back's got it again. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
The Hurricanes will line up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Caught behind the line. It's Burden. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Man, I love the pressure by this pass rush. I know they didn't get to the quarterback, but they definitely affected the throw.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Miami. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Where's the kickoff team now? Set to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Nice grab. It's Johnson. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Back to throw. It's Wagner. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the 1st down. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Working his way inside the 15. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter play. With the score, Oregon.
So here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Using his legs, it's Johnson. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half. And he's already at it again.
Touchdown, Ducks. Strong game by this quarterback. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Miami, 21.
And here's the return from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets us started in the next drive.
And the Miami Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. He's going to pull it down and run. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. Makes the grab. It's Burden. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. He's got his man wide open. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. He lets it go. And he's got it. Touchdown, Canes. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust is going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Oregon offense comes back out on the field. To throw, it's Wagner. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Oregon. Just ran away from the defense. Lining up to try the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
49, Miami, 28.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Oh, the returner fumbled it. Oh, and it's recovered by the kicking team. A special teams turnover. Ouch.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Ducks are in the red zone. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Caught quickly. Touchdown, Ducks. And the beatdown continues. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
That makes the score. Oregon, 56. Miami, 28.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And your Miami Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Burden. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
The Canes pick up enough to get a 1st down there. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Look out, he's got some space. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing.
On the run, it's Johnson. Runs through the defender. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looks to his left and makes the completion. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the 1st. It's 4th down. The defense calls time here with 23 seconds left. And the Ducks will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket now. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. He cannot escape the defense with a sack. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Miami.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And that pass is incomplete, trying for an oh-by-the-way touchdown, but it's no good. Time expires. So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality opposition. You wonder what the ceiling for this group is.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a football team right now that's playing with a lot of confidence. I like the way that they are progressing. We'll just have to see how far they can continue to progress and where it'll take them.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here.